some people in the party who lack integrity. All they want is power. So when you decide crisis like that, and they know that there's something about the constitution of Nigeria. If there's a crisis in your party, if anybody signs your form and that person eventually is not the official leader of that party, you lose all your votes. It happened to APC in Rivers State. It happened to APC in Zamfara. In Zamfara, APC had won the governorship, the Senate, the House of Rep, House of Assembly, everything they won. But because there's a crisis in the leadership of APC in Zamfara, all their votes was given to PDP. PDP, that's why Matawale became a governor. So they've seen that happen. So everybody is jumping. They don't want to. They are going to where there's stability, where there's leadership, there's leadership stability. It's not only about money. How do I want to contest election and campaign for all election and one, spend money, and tomorrow somebody go to the court and say that there's leadership crisis in that party and all my vote has gone to my opponent? Nobody wants to do that. So they are going to where it's safe. Why did Adeleke leave PDP? He's a governor. He's a sitting governor. He left because he knows there is crisis in PDP. If he wins election and they go to court, he will lose his seat. So he decided to go to Accord. Even Accord now is saying that he didn't win their primaries. You can see the crisis that people are beginning to go to where it's safe. Not only about money or not about any other thing, but they are playing political safe game. Nobody wants to go to election, win election, spend money, spend their time, and know that anything by the stroke of a pen, they lost election. So it's only about APC. And lastly, let me tell you something. People are seeing APC government doing and working towards right direction. And therefore, nobody wants to go about that. About ADC, please, like Diva said, there is no rescue any in that. They are people, they are association of bandits. You see that when you have a group of people who had ruined Nigeria, who had condemned everything about Nigeria before, all of a sudden coming together. Why will a person like, okay, I said it the other time I spoke to you. I said, Peter Obi had just signed his political death warrant by going to ADC. Even if he had stayed in Labour Party and reorganized Labour Party and bring everybody together, beg who needs to be begged. Appeal to who need to be appealed to. Beg them, even if to prostrate for them. And that's one of the things Bola Tinubu did behind closed doors. But unlike him, he left them in a mess and decided to go to ADC and go and unite with Atiku and El Rufai, for goodness sake. Who does that? Who does that? That's a political suicide. Okay. Even Professor, he told me, you know what Professor told me said? He said, if Peter Obi did not get the ticket, he will withdraw his support for Peter Obi because he knows that what he has done was right. He couldn't just say it out. What he's done was political suicide. How can I go back to meet Atiku?
That comment a lot of reaction on social media. A lot. Go ahead.
I want to correct something. One, they are not group of bandits. They are not group of bandits. Now, let me tell you why. You said they were leaving those parties because the parties has failed, and that there's nothing like a one-party system in Nigeria. In Nigeria, for a very long time, for the stories I've read, I know I didn't know anything when the NPA and the NPP was running. Nigeria have, for a very long time, have only two-party system. When they had NPP and NNPP, NPA and NPP, there were many other parties, but that is only two living parties. Other ones we are just
no. Point of correction. There were 5 political parties, and all of them had states. UPN, MPN, UPN, GNPP, ANPP, and PRP. All of them had different states, and they have their leaders.
It's okay. Now, when it was PDP and
AD.
No.
AD.
PDP and APC. It was only PDP and APC. We have Accord, we have every other party. The only one that managed after a very long time to win a state was ABGA and NNPP. And NNPP. That were even among them, we have a lot of parties. Now,
AD also won election. Or AD also won election in Lagos and some states in the West.
No, I'm not talking about APC. I'm not talking about because AD
Okay. All right.
Now, what we're saying now, you see, if we are talking, we need to tell ourselves the truth. The truth is that other parties' leadership has not failed. The truth is that our president has failed other parties' leadership. We have a president that influences parties to destabilize them. And that is exactly what they are doing with this ADC. Yes, if you have time, we can explain everything here. We have a president that influences people in different parties. Labour is where it is today. It is our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm saying it. I'm not hiding my mouth to say it. And that is exactly what he's going to do. He's doing in ADC. As I speak with you now, we have a lot of people who have been planted in ADC. Why
don't you plant in APC too? Plant yourself in APC too now.
Now wait, let me explain something. I know we are journalists, and there's something we should understand. I want to educate people well. We should educate Nigerians about merger and coalition. Merger and coalition is two different things. Merger is when you leave your party and other party come and form and become one. Coalition, you can be in a coalition and still retain your party. But Nigerian journalists have failed to educate Nigerians what the meaning of merger and with of coalition and the way they report it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's what journalists in Nigeria have failed to do. They've not educated Nigerians very well. And why I said I don't want to believe that the ADC is our savior because until 2027, because of what our president has done in PDP and in Labour Party. All the problem in PDP and Labour Party, it is being caused by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
That is a wild accusation. Wow.
That's very wild.
If you will give us the right time, we can explain everything here. Because I know you already know that you want to take the time.
How? Tell us now. How?
Okay, go ahead. Today we will hopefully we'll go 30 minutes more. The network will go 30 minutes.
I want you to educate me on that. How?
Can have.
I will educate you. I will educate you. If you will tell yourself the truth, I will educate you.
Okay, sorry, BD. Let's make our viewers understand what we've been doing for the past 55 minutes. Viewers, it is the second day of January 2026. You all know. And we are bringing what we're looking back. We're looking back at big stories that define the year. Over the past 12 months, a lot has happened around the world. We're looking mainly now at Nigeria. Power have shifted, conflict have intensified, elections have been done, recast, and the political landscape has been very interesting. So it's a year that was rough anyway, but also a year for victory for most people. Let's do a little of what you're saying, BD. Then we'll come to the international side. We have one more topic in Nigeria. We'll wrap it up. BD, tell us, because that allegation is wild.
It's a wild allegation, so I want to listen.
I want you guys to know that SSM. Sorry, let me help you again. SSM has gone global. Because of the short takes we do now. We're reaching out more, so and people are reacting too. A lot of people last time Oba said some things. They want to come and fight me. I said no, it's not me. It's Oba. You know, the one of Peter Obi just built his coffin. If you see, I think I'll send you the link so you can see what's happening there. So Billy, let's hear what you're saying so that we can get it well. Go ahead.
Now, are we not aware of the two fractions of Labour Party? Who will tell me that we are not aware of them? Aburi and the other man. Are we not aware? We know who is sponsoring who. It is open. It's not a hidden thing. I hate it when people know the truth. How is what? Mr. Olufemi, it's a how. How is this? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC leaders are the ones who are planting all these men.
That is it. No. I disagree with you. Don't use blanket statement. No. That is not. Prove it.
And that's what I'm trying to prove to you, Nana. Let me prove it.
Yeah.
They planted people in a APC, in a PDP and Labour Party. And why they are doing that? Because presidents.
How did they plant them?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Alaji, to tell you about, was a member of Labour Party before Bola Tinubu won election. So, talking about planting, you bring somebody and put it there. He did not put it there. The man has been a member of that party forever. So, it wasn't about planting. So, how did they plant? Did he bring him from APC to go and plant him there, or how?
Let me tell you how he planted him. When he won election, P2P become the biggest threat he has in Nigerian political system. Yes. And for him to have a stable governance or a stable transition into 2027, he needs to destabilize some systems, some political parties. Then he went into Labour Party, he went into PDP, and he got some old members.
Assumption. You have not proven anything.
Finish talking now. It's not an assumption. Then he gave them money, big money.
How? When? How much?
By giving them money. He gave them millions of naira.
Were you there when they give them money?
Yes, I was there to warn some of their members to their side. And they started having faction in those parties.
Were you there when they gave them money?
I was there. Yes.
No. You can't make that kind of.
Yes, BD, you said something earlier that journalists should be putting things in perspective. Explain.
Yes, now, you can't say that on national.
We are here. Listen, we are here with. There are 300 people watching you now. So we don't want to say things.
You can't say that.
So please, facts. Let's. Or you probably
can I just? Diva, calm down, please. I've always said this on this program. We are intellectuals here, and we are being watched all over the world. And anything, Mark knows me, anything I want to say, I will do my research before I come in here. Because apart from the fact that we are here for the rest of the world, I am an academic. And I am a scholar. I cannot go and put something there when I cannot verify. So don't say things that I cannot verify. One, Alhaji Apampa has been a member of Labour Party before Peter Obi joined. So he was not planted. He was a member. And what happened was this. Don't let us just throw words. They tried to push the man aside because they were the one that owned the party. They came to the party. They want to push the man aside. The man fought back. And they are fighting back. You say they gave him money. The man is fighting back because of his role in there. On the PDP side, the crisis in PDP was created when they tried to short-stage Wike. Wike was the one sustaining PDP when the likes of Atiku and others left. Well, when they got to the primaries, on the rostrum, on this day, when they were voting, Tambuwal went on stage and said people should vote for Atiku against him. Why they already voting? That's it. Hold on. That's a criminal offense. When you're already voting, you want to go and tell people to vote for somebody else, and you want UK to be smiling to them. Those are the people. People are aggrieved at these parties, and those grievances are being put into place, and they are fighting themselves. And you are then saying, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he gave them money. No, people are being aggrieved. What Obi should have done? Let me explain what Obi should have done. And this case you are talking about, it happened in APC when they are forming APC. APC was formed by a lot of parties. They came together. PDP, NRC, everybody, they came together. When they went to government, the crisis came. You remember the crisis that came when Senate President Bukola Saraki went behind them and became Senate President. Crisis came. What they did was to try and calm themselves down, settle among themselves. Those who want to leave, left. Those who want to stay, stayed. And they steered the ship until they got to government. What Peter Obi did not do was to face the crisis. All he did was to take side, and that was what backfired. So let us just not say, Bola Tinubu, whenever you have a crisis, somebody now will sleep their wife and will not pregnant. They say, Bola Tinubu caused it. Somebody will fall down on the side of the road. Bola Tinubu caused it. AJ had accident. Bola Tinubu caused it. There is flood. Bola Tinubu caused it. For goodness sake.
I like the point you brought. Did you watch that interview where we boldly on national television said that he works against PDP?
Why should he not work?
Wike on the national television, they said that he works for Tinubu, that he works against.
He has the right to do that. He has the right to do that.
wait, and he said that he will still work against Tinubu come next year. That and
Work
if
for
I want-
Tinubu, no, work against Tinubu, work for Tinubu.
I work
Work for
against
Tinubu.
PDP
Yes.
come 2027. Now listen to what he said. He said that
Yeah.
he said he used to say, where you dey chop? Say
Yes.
that where you go rotate.
Yes.
You heard him say that.
Yes.
So what are we talking about?
So what is wrong with that? So you will work. So you want Mark to work
wait,
against
I know the
SSM.
suspect you're trying to
You want-
clarify. Also that people get them money, and you're trying to
It
clarify.
is not money. It is not money.
Um,
Please, Mark. It is not money. Please.
all right,
Let's.
yes.
Diva,
Let's
me and
move
you,
on.
we are
Let's
going
go-
to talk.
Yeah, let's pop the
I
Nigeria
love
2025.
I love your fire. I love your fire.
Yes. Let's crop that the Nigerian looking back story. It was. Let's come to sports just briefly. I know Oba, you're there for us. Eagle World Cup dream was shattered in 2025. We couldn't believe what happened when our Super Eagles, the senior men of football team, failed to qualify for the FIFA 2026 World Cup. That will be hosted by US.
We have not failed finally.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. But I mean, professionally and in the real context of qualifying match, we didn't do it well. BD, you tell us. 2025 saw that happen, and it was not very. I mean, Nigerians fell back.
You know, when you said this Nigerian football, what thing just came to my mind? One thing that is Lookman. Lookman just came to my mind, and Pastor Ayodele that said he should not go and play, that he would destroy Nigeria. And he went and he won. That's the only thing that came to my mind. Now, please leave me out Nigerian football.
So, Ayodele is the prophet. Is that man the man that always should say
Yes.
more like he's coming up with crazy predictions.
That one.
So Oba. So what will you say?
I think we shouldn't look at it in that way. Nigeria did better in sports in 2025. We won the AFCON women. We won the WAFCON. Yeah. We won the what's called UEFA WAFU one. We won that. The women. Also the basketball team won a record time in basketball. For the Super Eagles, the game is not up yet. The Congolese team had players, I think about 6 or 7 of them, who have dual nationality in their team, and that's against the FIFA rules. And that you see all the Nigerian players that were born abroad who plays for Nigeria to denounce their country of birth to take Nigerian passport. So they say 6 of them have a dual passport, and that's not acceptable in international football. So therefore, it's very likely Nigeria will still be reinstated into the World Cup. But I say this with some sense of I have to hold my tongue. FIFA wants Nigeria at the World Cup, of course, because imagine how many millions of Nigeria will be in the World Cup or watch the World Cup compared to Congo. So I think with some level of sarcasm, and I think that FIFA really wants Nigeria at the World Cup. The World Cup will never be the same in America and Canada and Mexico without Nigeria. Imagine the millions of Nigeria that will go to the World Cup. So I think we might likely sneak ourselves into the World Cup.
Okay, let's sneak ourselves. Somebody observed that anyway is a way. You know, they say in English, anyway be way. You know, anyhow you.
Everywhere now way.
All right, yeah, BB, go ahead.
Let me say something. All the list that Olufemi just listed now. It looks like the women actually brought a lot of glory to Nigeria in 2025. And so now they've not been treating our women players very well. I think we should talk about that. They should do something about it. Even till now, they are still owing them some of those matches they won. It's not fair. It's not good. You should treat them well.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah. What Nigeria wants the men to bring, the women will bring it. And when the women bring it, their joys are not always complete. But it's not good.
Dr. Femi, I think that's something to address.
Yeah.
I know
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. So I will make my because I know they were giving gifts, and I know it's a presidential gift. The presidential gift, I know that's been settled, but I don't know about their games. When Diva said about the games, it is possible. It's NFF. NFF is a federation on its own. Government cannot get involved. Let me explain something about the issue of NFF and all the stuff. NFF is a federation on its own. It's an independent federation. If government gets involved in the activities, Nigeria will be sanctioned. If government gets involved in the activity, if you went to go and punish their chairman for not giving money to them, you went to go and or remove him, Nigeria will be sanctioned. It has happened to us before. The NFA chairman was stealing money. Federal government removed him. Nigeria was banned for that. So we don't get involved. The board should be the one that should remove him or report him to FIFA. So that's the process of it. So if this information that Diva gave out is right, I'm sure I will talk to get my contact. We'll write to FIFA about this and get this information through. It is FIFA that needs to deal with them, not Nigerian government, because Nigerian government cannot interfere in the affairs of a football federation.
Okay, so but they shouldn't overlook the reporting to FIFA and doing necessary. So BD, use your media to also highlight that and bring government to what they should do if these ladies have not, because it could be very sad, very wrong. NFF and all the bodies that have not settled these girls. Gentlemen, we'll go further with more news. Take this.
Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines. In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
Welcome back, viewers. You're tuning to our Friday edition, special exclusive edition of SSM International Update. Today, we're looking back. We're looking back at occurrences in major occurrences in 2025. And I'm here with BD from Lagos, Nigeria, and Olufemi Oba from London, UK. Gentlemen, let's look at from the other side, the international side. Let's look at some of those things that happened. Let's start with Donald Trump being sworn in the second time after he lost the first one, the second round that he should have been. But let's look at what he has come to do so far. And 2025, Donald Trump. Dr. Femi, Donald Trump came surprisingly, and 2025 was like his year. And also, we've seen some changes in so many things, immigration, we've seen in foreign policy, in wars, trying to stop some wars and create peace. Tell us, Femi, what do you say? 2025, Donald Trump.
It's a mixed grill when it comes to Donald Trump in 2025. Donald Trump is someone I admire. He's not a normal politician. He's not a normal American politician who speaks from two sides of their mouth. He's not. He says it as it is. He's rash with his words. He's nasty with his words. He's not diplomatic when he talks. So he says what's in his head. And he started with when he fell out with Elon Musk. When he fell out, he fell out. He fell out. That's it. And that's who he is. When he falls out with you, he falls out with you. When he's with you, he's with you. Excuse me. He's with Israel all the way, and he's always stood by Israel in what they've done. He's also a pro Putin person, and he's never denied that. And the way he tells of Zelensky, you could see that. So he's a mixed grill. So when he's standing, he stands out. On the issue of economy of America, he sees that America for Americans, which a lot of Democrats do not really buy into, in the sense that America to them is America for all, America for everybody. But no, he sees America for Americans, and begin to stem he's vocal about the anti-Christian growth in the American society, in the sense that you find that a lot of other people from other parts of the world are gaining traction in American politics, and some of them have terrible records in their rhetorics, in their states, in what they are pronouncement over the years about the American dream. So they are beginning to get traction in politics, and he coming out to that. So he has his good side, he has his bad side as well. And also he also had these challenges with the Epstein files, and that's where the opposition have been trying to use to bring him down. But he's so resilient, and he's working against that. And lastly, on the issue of Venezuela, I do not stand by what he's doing. That is bullying. What is happening in Venezuela is nothing but bullying. So he's bullying that for a regime change. On the issue of Nigeria, his utterance about that. Yes, we need international support. Yes, we need international intervention to help stem the ISWAP move and the Boko Haram stride in Nigeria. Yes, but the rhetoric about Christian genocide is not the right word. The thing is there are killings of Nigerians, both Muslims and Christians, and non-Christian, non-Muslims too. They are being killed. When these people are killed, when people are kidnapped, they don't say whether you are Muslims or Christian, go away. When the girls they were kidnapped in Niger State, people are going to, they are Christian. When they came out, all the girls were Muslim. Everybody kept quiet. The people that were trying to sell that kept quiet. All the girls were Muslim. The ones that were kidnapped, they were Muslim. So we need to see that when we begin to use those kind of words. But thank God for Nigeria. Nigeria stood up. Nigerians are being killed. We don't want to know whether they are non-believers, whether they are Muslim. In Nigerian blood, in Nigerian life is important. We don't want to know whether they are Christians or Muslims. So that's it. A bomb was planted in a mosque in Maiduguri. Are those in the mosque? Are they Christians? So Christians are killed, Muslims are killed, Nigerians are killed. We don't want Nigerians to be killed. So on that part, Donald Trump has his good side, also has challenge. He's human. So it's not perfect. That is for Donald Trump for me, in some few words.
Wow, this was strongly put out. Yes. So, do you have anything to add to that? Donald Trump making a comeback in 2025. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, like he said, Donald Trump is just like every other person. We all have our different personalities, and his personality is him. And what I like him, what surprises me and why I know that this man is not just coming back the second time for coming sake. When he won the 47 United States of American presidency with having a lot of civil and criminal court cases on his head, he won that presidency. A lot of people were thinking, oh, he's not going to win, that he has court case, but he won it. When they pronounced him the winner that day, I knew that this man is not just coming for sake, he's coming for something. Because I must be frank with you, I'm a very truthful person. I said the way it is. As a woman, I wanted Kamala Harris to win as a woman. That's just why I wanted her to win. But on the other hand, I wanted Donald Trump to win because I know he is the only strong personality with the radical jihadis, ISIS that is trying to overtake the world. I know Donald Trump is the only man who has the ability to stand them and to match them energy to energy. Obama and Hillary and all co, they can't do it. Do you understand? They are the set of people who are trying to be politically correct. And in some time in our lives or in our political phase, we don't need to be politically correct. We need to be correct. We need to face things the way it is. So Donald Trump is actually the man who is good for the job now. Talking about him and this man, what is it? His neighboring that they are fighting with. I went not Venezuela, Russian and what's the
Russia and Ukraine.
Russia.
Ukraine, yes. When Ukraine went to visit him, the president went to visit him. The way he spoke to that man, as if he was speaking to a baby, I was not really happy with him. But that is who he is. Do you understand? I said, how can this man be speaking to a whole president of a country like that? And the way he was, Zelensky was looking at him and his skill. I said, it's not fair. But I come to understand that is who he is. Now, coming down to where I said I wanted this man to win. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Not even our presidency, not even our elites. Nobody could stand up and say what is happening in Nigeria. We were playing game with people's life. Do you understand? Everybody wants to be politically correct. Donald Trump said there are Christian genocide in Nigeria. Like Olufemi said, is it Christian? Is it Muslim? They are killing people in Nigeria, and that is the truth. And we need to start from somewhere. The target was Christian, but now it has moved from Christian. It is not everyone. But a lot of Nigerians were trying to be politically correct. Look at what he did. He said on that, it was not hidden. These people, this ICC, these terrorists, they were dragging our social media space with us. They were there telling us they are going to attack Christians in December period. That you're not going to have a good Christmas celebration. They were saying it. And we were saying it. No single Nigerian government said they made any comment. They didn't say anything. They were saying it every day. You go on social media, you see all these terrorists, these herdsmen, you see them, this Boko Haram, doing live, telling us that we cannot have a peaceful Christmas. And that was actually what happened. And when that strike, that United States of America strike happened in Sokoto, people were like, no, it's not true. Because all these years, what we hear is Maiduguri, Benue, Plateau, Zamfara. Nobody has heard about Sokoto. So people were having misreaction. Could this be true? But that's true. In life, when things are happening, even when you're sick, the roots of that sickness, you might not know it. So Sokoto has actually been the epic center where they converge, they discuss, and they send them out. And what happened? Because United States of America are the states who don't take things for ride. All those videos, all those Boko Haram herdsmen we are doing, making those terrorists, they were not taking it for ride, and the Nigerian government were taking it for ride. Because the Nigerian government don't care about the lives of Nigerians. They were taking it to be serious. So they were monitoring them. They now saw that these people converge. Even foreigners came from Mali, other countries, to Nigeria. They now were to despise them to 4 states in Nigeria, mostly Christian states, to go and attack. They now hit them. Do you understand? That was what happened. It's only Donald Trump that can do that thing. No other president in the world that can do that. So when you look at what Donald Trump did in 2025, I think he did better than all what people might be saying he did. See, another thing I want to say, each time I say, people were like, they talk about immigration. People are not happy with him because of immigration. No, let me tell you, if we are not happy about Donald Trump and his immigration law, go back to your country and fix it. Yes. Each time I say it, our African that are in their abroad, they will attack me. They say I'm stupid. Do I know what I'm talking? Because they don't want to hear the truth. But that's the truth. These people fix their country. And because we have option, that's why we are not doing anything when our government misbehave. We don't talk when they misbehave because we have option. We know have where to run to. If we don't have option, I am telling you, each and every one of us will stand on our feet, will hold our government accountable, and our country will be fixed. So Donald Trump, I think he did well. Come 2025, and I hope he will do better. But let him not overdo it.
Strong words there. Okay, gentlemen, let's just look at a few more things before we go. A few more. Also, 2025 saw the Gen Z, that age generation, protesting in most parts of the world. We know that I think it was more of Nepal, Kathmandu, some places where they took over. They even had to bring their own choice, preference for leadership. So 2025 and the Gen Z, I think they did a lot in that aspect. You both agree with me on that. So again, also 2025 saw of losing the Pope Francis. Pope Francis, the Pope of the Catholic Church, died, and we also had Pope Leo. Pope Leo came up. Pope Leo became the first American Pope to lead the Roman Catholic Church when the Pope Francis passed.
It was a good thing, and you know that Pope Francis emerging as the Pope had a lot of discussion on problem, because see, the blacks did not find it funny, because I think that this was the first time I'm watching it closely. The smoke, the black smoke started coming. They said, oh, they've not choose the Pope. Then before the white smoke came, the blacks now say, oh, so we are the evil. So why would you use black to signify disappointment, failure? So it became a very serious discourse, and they had it. Yeah, and it was a good thing for the Americans. For the first time, a Pope is coming from there. That happened. It was a good one. And I like him, his proactive nature, the way he reacts to issue proactively before even every other people talk. And I give it to him. That one is good. Now, talking about the Gen Z. When you talk about the Gen Z and how they did well or made some changes in the world, the first country that comes to my mind is Kenya. You saw how they pulled that protest. They did not just pull it. Nigerians have been pulling protests, but the problem that we have in Nigeria is that we'll come out, we stay days, weeks, and without achieving anything. But this Kenya Gen Z, they were there. They made their demand, and they saw it come to reality. Do you understand? And not just them. If you look at the world today, things are really changing. Gen Z are this kind of people that they will tell you the way it is and the way it should be. It's no longer play or formality or status quo as usual as it used to be. They face it and they say it the way it is. And that is the way what life should be. So I give it to Gen Z, more especially from Kenya.
Rounding it up, what do you have on all these other events?
Yeah, I think the Gen Z's taking the bull by the horn is a welcome development, because now the world has become a global village. Every information is there at their fingertips. When we were young, we did our own little bit. We were able to put pressure on the military government to leave, but we didn't have the social media to work on that. We have to do each one tell one. So we tried our own best. We were able to do that and had massive effect. As a student, I was in the forefront of putting pressure on the military. I was president of the Student University of Ibadan in those days. I would put pressure on the military government to leave in those days. So we did our own bit, but this is their own time. So I'm gonna give it to them. They are not relenting. They are putting in there. But the thing is they should be careful to differentiate between the truth, the hearsay, and the pressured group, because that is very easy. Now the era of AI is here. Anybody can be cloned. Anybody can be cloned to say something. So we need to do more research on finding it. And the thing is this, like I said, sometimes we should be careful also the Western media influence in changing government in the West, in the third world. What happened with Libya? Libya is yet to recover from that. What they did was to put pressure on through the youth, through social media, turn things around against Gaddafi and mess up that country. That country is in a mess 14 years into it now. We are going to the 14th year now. Messed up. And that nation does not have a government, a real government till today. Bandits and insurgents and terrorists are holding territories inside Libya. So this was the effect of youth influence on government, change of government. Most of the youth that led that uprising in the, you remember when we talk about what do they call it, the Asian, they call it, there's a name for it then. There were uprising in the northern part of Africa then. There were changes, but it was influenced by West. It was a Western influence change. But the youth of now are beginning to get wiser. They are getting wiser. Arab Spring. Thank you, Arab Spring. Thank you. That's the word, Arab Spring. Arab Spring was orchestrated by the Western world to turn things around against the leaders in the northern part of Africa. So now people are beginning to see through it, and the youth are taking the root by the horns. But one thing I will also warn about is the effect of AI, in all this. So AI can turn things around. AI can turn you to something else. AI can clone you and say what you did not say. So you should be careful about it. Do your research, and then the world is your oyster.
Gentlemen, we couldn't have done more better than this. This is awesome. BD, let's hope that one day we'll see you again. So viewers, this is it. We'll look back at major events in Nigeria. But gentlemen, we forgot to talk about the last month of the year, 2025, when we had the Bondi killing, the massacre in Australia, and we also had Jay and the casualty. BD, you followed the AJ story and also the massacre. I guess so.
I did not follow that massacre very well, but I watched it, but I did not follow it very well. So yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
the massacre was a very terrible experience. They were on their holidays, the Jewish holiday, and this father and son decided to go on the shooting spree. Thank God that some people were vigilant and they were able to help to curb that. That would have been a terrible disaster. But thank God for that. About that.
Wow.
And also we didn't talk about the Scottish, Switzerland fire incident. The fire incident.
Yes.
It's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
To start the year, and that one started the year 2026. Sad.
Yeah.
The story is that probably somebody, there were some igniting elements around. And yes, when they go to the ski, the Alpine, the resorts around north of Europe, north of Italy, north of Swiss, of France, there are the Alpines where people go to ski. These are big mountains of snow, white snow, and people go to ski. So in those resorts, you have bars where they drink coffee to keep themselves warm. One of those bars had a lot of people in, and boom, the fire exploded. Okay, gentlemen, let's move out. I want to thank you very much for all coming. We've used extra 30 minutes, but awesome hearing from both of you. Didi, thank you. Dr. Olu, Dr. Opa, you're always there. You're good with your views. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we are on for the year 2026, viewers. So you want to be with us, more news, more updates, more occurrences, more things will be happening. And we're here to make sense of all of it. So until we come again next week, do have a great 2026. Happy New Year to everybody again. BD, Happy New Year. We know we are coming. We know your event was concluded.
You guys are I'm not happy with you guys. You guys
don't worry. We are with you.
I did not know about you. I did not know about you, Diva. I did not know about you.
He's still in the platform. Go and support me.
I will. I surely will.
Okay. Thank you all. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Santa's got a twinkle in his eye. Reindeer zooming through the frosty sky. Gifts are piling up so high. Oh, spin the wheel, it's Christmas cheer. Jingle jackpot drawing near. Buy a gift and make it bright. You're lucky, star shines tonight. Woo! Candy canes and tinsel glow. Christmas trees in a sparkling row.
We here in SSM wish all our listeners, viewers, followers, families, and friends a Merry Christmas holiday season and awesome New Year 2026.